Hi friends! Last week we learned about shadows and the sun. This week we're continuing on with Mystery Doug and Mystery Science and learning more about stars and the nighttime sky. So the book I have for you talks a little bit about stars, but really has a lot of large numbers. So if you like learning and talking and reading about large numbers, this is the book for you. Sometimes it's even a little tricky for me to read because the numbers are so large with lots of zeros. So the name of this story is called 100 Billion Trillion Stars. And it says, can you imagine so many of anything? Can you? 100 billion trillion. That's a lot. Let me tell you a secret. The sun is just a star. And there are maybe 100 billion trillion stars. Circling around our planet, or circling around our star, is a planet that is blue and green. It says us, Earth. That's Earth. Blue because it is covered by 370 billion gallons of water. Whoa. 370 billion gallons of water. It's crazy to think about. Green because it is covered in 3 trillion trees. Wow. On the other side of the planet, where the sun isn't shining, you can see bright lights like little stars all over its surface. Those are the lights that come from 2,500,000 cities and towns and villages filled with people. Some even reading books, just like you. Oh boy. 7,500,000,000 people live in those cities and on that planet. But do you want to know another secret? So do 10 quadrillion ants. The strange thing is that 7,500,000,000 humans weigh about the same as 10 quadrillion ants. Unbelievable, right? Which is still only a small fraction or portion of the 13 million billion pounds the planet itself weighs. So the whole planet Earth weighs 13 million billion. That's that number. Whew. That's heavy enough to make a big dip in space and pull the moon into orbit, where it circles and circles the Earth 240,000 miles away. This dip is a force called gravity. Gravity is also what pulls you back to the ground when you try to jump to the moon. Have you ever tried to jump to the moon? 240,000 miles is about 10 times around the Earth, or almost 420 million, or 420 million U's. Or dogs, or smallish snakes, or guitars, or baseball bats lined up head to foot. Now, take a deep breath and hold it for 5 seconds. Just do that another 6,307,200 times and you'll be a year older. Or don't. You'll be a year older in 31,536,000 seconds. Anyway. This entire world is filled with crazy numbers, built one on top of the other, making it whole and complete. So here's just some interesting facts with numbers. There are about 1,620 trillion raindrops in an average thunderstorm. The highest wave ever surfed was as tall as a 10-story building. The average person walks something like 100,000 miles in their lifetime, or 5 times around the world. A great white shark has about 300 teeth, and you have about 20, but you will have 32 when you get older. Only 546 people have been in space. The longest a person has spent in space at one time is 437 days. You ready for this one? In the course of an average lifetime, you might eat up to 70 pounds of bugs or more. There are probably at least 37 billion rabbits in the world. And the tallest building in the world is 2,722 feet tall. It is in Dubai. By the time you're done reading this book, almost every single number in it will have changed, getting bigger or smaller right before your eyes. Even the number of stars. I can tell you one more secret about something you can find somewhere among the 100 billion trillion stars. There's only one of you, right here, right now, reading this book. That's the end of 100 billion trillion stars. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day.